Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you're all having an excellent day. I just thought that I would create a little quick update video. There's not really much to report back. Unfortunately, the price of TUS is dipping quite dramatically. This is due to a number of things. I think there's one or two whales that have decided to leave. The majority of the whales are still there. I do still have high hopes for this game. You know, it's a fun game, and it's strategic, and I really do enjoy it. You can see here, I can show you a bit of my progress updates. I'll show you during the video. But what I really wanted to talk about was just people's mindsets and how they're feeling towards the game and the tokenomics. So look, I mean, we're at practically at an all-time low, and it's not good in terms of people wanting to get into the game. I mean, if you look at the all-time high, you can just see it's just usually should be going the other way, the chart, but now unfortunately we started at 2 cents, or that's according to this chart, and we literally hit our all-time high at 35 cents, 35.6 cents, and now we're literally, I mean, it's practically on zero. There are, however, some advantages to this where it makes the barrier to entry extremely cheap. So if you go on the marketplace, you can see here that, sorry, let me just get there. You can see, if you look at the marketplace, you can see your cheapest crab is now $3.61, and that's insane. I mean, when I first started this game, it was $6,000 per crab. It was insane. And now if you look at the price, I mean, it's insane where it's gone to, and the earnings has just gone completely down. But in saying that, we are in a bear market, and people panic in bear markets, and there's a lot of things going on in the world. There's the war going on in Ukraine. There's a lot of different things happening. Recessions coming, and oil prices have hit new all-time highs. So it's not fun for the world. So I think games like this, I could be completely wrong, but I think games like this, are not important to people in times like these. That people want money, and Krabata did give that at one stage, but it was back in February this year, February 2022, when things were nice and juicy. But I do think that once we get out of this, we will come right. And because the game is fun, it's strategic. They are bringing a whole bunch of new updates out as well. They're bringing different modes. So I will make a video on that when that launches. I'm not sure when that's launching. They've just said it's coming soon. So when that does come out, I will make a video on it, show you how it works. I'll show you my progress now. So I've managed to complete up to level 75. So I just want to switch off the music. So I've managed to complete up to level 75. And I'm also going to show you my new favorite crab today. So I've completed 3 stars all the way up until 75, and it boils down to just having enough. If you see this crab here, this guy, it's not too bad. It boils down to these two. I mean, their criticals deal like 7,000 damage, and it just boils down to leveling up your crabs. So obviously you're limited to your game accounts. I'm limited to level 55 crabs. However, with my new favorite crab that I'm going to purchase, it is the surge crab with the crazer pincers, and then obviously depending on you, you could get a decent set of eyes on him. This guy he deals an enormous amount of damage. So if you look at him here, so this is one that I would actually get, 35,000 TUS, which is $8. It's neither here nor there. I'm going to purchase one. I may even purchase a zero breed and breed them, because they do go for quite, if you breed them, and you can get some decent money for zero breeds. But if you look at his skill, so what he does is, so glancing, it's one of my favorite eye effects, is the glancing. But so what he does is he vanishes into the air and he reappears behind the enemy, slashing 4 times. But this is the critical part here: dealing damage equal to 30% of that target's max HP. So I'll show you a video. So that means he takes away 30% of that target's maximum HP. So if you want to see HP, if you look in the game here under the crabs and you go to HP, so that means one strike on my current surge, he would deal 30% of 24,000 on his one special. So you can imagine what damage he would do to opponents like this on level 75. Get there. These guys who have an enormous amount of HP, what he would do to those. So I'm going to buy one. I'm going to test him out. I'm going to level him up as much as I can. I will downgrade some of my other crabs because I won't have enough shells to get him to level 55. And then hopefully I can progress. There are a lot of guys I've seen on Twitter who have, I think they're on level 90 now, 91. And so yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go to after this 100. So, but yes, so just coming back to the TUS price, I don't, at the moment now it can bring some new players into the game, which it couldn't do before. So, which is a nice thing because, before it was $6,000 to enter. It was crazy what you could enter at, what the entry price was. So now it may bring a whole lot of new players. The one thing that on the Discord, there's a Discord channel that I belong to, and there's one guy on there, he's an absolute gent. He is doing a full marketing campaign. So he lives in the States, and he's been communicating with the Krabada dev team, and he's actually going to be doing a full marketing campaign into Krabada, and he's collected up almost $10,000 to put into this campaign from everybody else, and he's going to do a full campaign. So you got YouTube adverts, and he will be trying to promote this game and getting the price back up to where it should be. So even if we get back to 1 cent, that would be amazing. So, but I think we've just got to hang in there, carry on playing, try get your adventure mode as high as you can, and the entry point is cheap now, go and spend, you can spend $30 now and you can get some really decent teams and advance. And at the end of the day, all these other games that you buy on the Play Store and on the App Store, those have in-game purchases which people are spending millions on, and the $30 that you can spend now, it could pay off in the long run. So there's a lot of different avenues that they can go in the later on. There's land that's coming soon, which will that will bring CRA, the governance token, back into play. So I think I'm not just going to cut this game off just yet. I think it can still be profitable in the future, and if I have, even if I have the current 7 teams I have, and it goes back up to 1 cent, even it goes back to 1 cent, I'll be very happy, because then on 7 teams you could potentially generate between $80 and $250 a day, depending on your strategy and how good your crabs are. So I wouldn't give up just yet. let's be hopeful, let's be positive, and until my next video, until I will be making some new videos. I've got some new content coming up, so stay safe everybody, and till the next time, bye bye.